Alright, hopefully everything is working properly. I'm having a couple of technical difficulties here. I think something broke and stopped working, so now I'm trying to get this thing set up properly. Hold on a second. Hopefully everybody's having an amazing day, so yeah. Sometimes things have problems and don't work properly, which is a big old bummer. And I'm not a huge fan of that, but it does happen, so what can you do, I guess. Alright, so I think we got that set up now. Let me make sure everything is running and ready to rock and roll. I'm telling you, one thing about live streaming is it's a pain in the butt. There's always something giving you a problem. Like recording videos is never really an issue, but as soon as I start trying to do a live stream, everything wants to be a big old butt pain. And it's like, why do you feel the need to be a big old butt pain? You know what I mean? How rude. It is so rude. Alright, let me get everybody's comments up here on the map, and then we should be pretty much ready to rock and roll at that point. Okay. But yeah, I think something I have broke. I think some electronics went bad, which sucks, but it happens. Alright, so we got something else set up, and I think we are now ready to go. Alright. Good to see you guys and gals. What is that thing? Okay, that's the game. Live. Stop that camera. I don't want to be upside down. Alright. Let's get out of here. So, alright, we're playing the Bedwetter Titan today. I know a lot of people just got a free one of these. So we're going to be trying this thing out. Let's check out the pilot skills. So the first thing is we got... Hopefully I've got this set up for mostly durability. We got Tough Guy, Stubborn Warrior, Cautious Pilot, Titan Slayer, Armor Expert, Mechanic, Ferocious Guardian, Secondary, and Primary. Then we got the Defense Expert skills for both abilities. So that's how I've got this set up. When it comes to the specializations, we can either go with, let's go with Brawler. I don't remember why I'm on Defense. I tried that for something, but I think Brawler is going to be the better way to go. So we're going to run the Anti-Control and the Titan Repair Amplifier. Oh, my screen's not visible. Oh boy. What happened here? What in the crap? More technical difficulty. So the game is open. Game capture is not... What is going on here? I've never seen it do this before. War robots. War robots. Did that work? No. Okay, let me delete the game capture from my live streaming software. See what I mean? It's always something. I use different software to record and live stream. There's a major weird thing going on here. Where's the delete button? Okay. Let's remove that and try to set up a new one. This time I'm just going to pick window capture. Window capture. Add source. Properties. War robots. I apologize for the issues, everybody. Hold on just a second. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Another malfunction. I'm not surprised, honestly. Okay, here we go. Everything is malfunctioning on us. So let me show you guys the pilot skills again. Alright, so here we go. Tough guy, stubborn warrior, cautious pilot, Titan Slayer, armor expert, mechanic, ferocious guardian, secondary and primary, and defense expert, primary and secondary. Alright. I've always had problems using game capture. I tried it again, it worked fine, and well, then it crapped out on me again. So that's the last time I used the game capture feature on here. And these are the specializations, so this is what we're going to go with right here. Alright guys and girls, we are going to go play some games. I'm going to drop into a battle. Let me make sure I got your comments up. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Since PC doesn't have the new update yet, I'm just going to run quick match because it's probably going to take a while to get into matches. Let me try and make your comments a little bit bigger so I can see them easily. That should be good. Alright, we're going in for our first game. I'm going to drop in the Rex. I haven't played this guy for a while. Lex Luthor, what's up my man? Enigma, how you doing today? Darth says, I'm killing war robots. Please don't kill war robots. We like this game. Wow, this thing moves a lot faster than I remember. This is moving way faster than I remember. I haven't played this guy in a few days, but... Don't hang up on the thing, man. I can't move. He's got me locked down. Son of a butt. Oh, man. Stop it. Aw, Demeter got me. Alright, I'm going to teleport down there and kick his butt with this thing. Not a YouTuber official. What's up, buddy? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate all you guys for coming out. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. The beginning of the stream was all messed up and chaotic, but we're doing our best over here. We're trying to do it to it. I have a bad feeling this Revenant's probably going to be worthless after the next update hits, so if you got an Ultimate Revenant, prepare for it to take a big hit. I could be wrong, but we'll see how she goes. Oh, he phase shifted. Dude, how many things does this have? Jeez, oh man. For 5 minutes straight, I wasn't able to shoot the guy. Somebody fell off the bridge. That's not good. Enigma says the piece. You gotta be kidding me. I was trying to read the chat. I'm trying to read the chat and I walk off the bridge. Look what you guys made me do. Look what you guys made me do. Alright, don't look away from the screen when you're walking near edges that you can fall off because, well, now you guys see what's going to happen. As far as I know, I don't have the new updates yet, Enigma. Unless we got it early, but I did not see the game update. Normally normally when I log on it'll tell me when it's updating, but I didn't see it do anything about updates, so I don't know if it did or not. I'm not sure if the buffs and nerfs are even live yet, but maybe. Maybe. I bet you guys thought I was going to go off again, didn't you? I tricked you guys. One thing I like is you can steer this guy when it jumps. That's the nice part. Oh, don't hit me with the thing. Why does that guy look strange? Something... You butt sandwich. Alright, some butt sandwich just pushed me right off of that bridge. And I do not appreciate it. No, it's my fault, not yours. I'm the one who decided to look away from the screen there. For Rotten, what's up, my man? Behemoth with sniper weapons. What kind of sniper weapons? Goodbye, sir. That guy's just a little bit too far. Now we can get him. Nope. It changed targets on me. Thanks a lot, targeting system. Did you get updates on PC or just on Android or iOS? PC normally doesn't get the update until the day it starts or the night before, I've noticed. If it did update early, that would be kind of nice. Sort of, maybe kind of. I think our team is going to win this one. That guy was trying to shoot me in the butt. I'm not sure that was very nice of him. That was kind of rude if you think about it. Why are there so many rude people in this world? That was super rude. Let me try something here. I'm going to go over to the War Robots website and see if it shows anything about the nerfs and buffs yet. Alright, 12.2 updates. Balance changes, it still says to be announced, so they haven't actually posted them yet. So I'm guessing they're not live yet, but maybe. Oh, there was a red guy on the other team. Red guy. Uh-oh. Oh, come on now. No pop-ups, please. Okay, we can let me see if we got one of these things. Hold on a second. Hold your horses. Hold your horses, please. I wonder where that saying came from. Hold your horses. Probably from like the 1900s, 1800s probably. Alright, I gotta have something around here somewhere. This is why I really don't like changing robots. I can never find them. It's terrible. Let's try a solar drone. Alright, hold on. Let me find the darn thingies. Darth, what are you asking about picking a match? Darth says, can I pick a match? What do you mean? Darth, what are you trying to do, my man? Like, if you're on a really low-level account, you're not going to get into a game with me because I'm in Champion League, so you really need to be in Champion League to get into games with me if that's what you're asking about. Alright. Those are all Mark III weapons, right? Yep. I don't know why. Ah, it didn't work. I don't know why, but I like Behemoth. It's a fun robot. Is Baglear better than Behemoth? Yes. Oh, Darth, you're saying you can pick what match you want to play. Yeah, I mean, quick match is nice. You never know what it's going to throw you into. Alright, I don't know how well this is going to be, but that didn't work out, did it? That was about as bad as it gets right there. That was awful. That was straight up horrible and terrible. Alright, what's interesting is we got people who are why can I not use my ability? Huh. He must have EMP'd me. 1-4. We're off to a bad start, guys and gals. We are off to a very bad start. I was hoping I would be able to hit that guy, but he's kind of hiding back there. Alright, whoever locked me down, stop that. You know, the lockdown every 2 seconds gets extremely old. At least for me. I'm not a fan of it. What is this guy doing? Seriously. I'm bored. I'm gonna go find another way to get somebody. They've locked me down again. Come on. Every 2 seconds, I'm telling you. It's awful. Lockdown and blind are such crap. Those two things suck. And I hate them very much so. What's going on here, man? Somebody just keeps one shot killing everything I drop in. See if we can beat these guys up with these weapons here. All right. I don't think this is a very fairly matched game here. Alright, they killed me right through my shield there. Oh man, that was a horrible game. 8-23. That was a completely horrible game. The other enemy team was really overpowered. That game sucked. That game sucked really bad. What it is, I suppose. I have an ultimate rhino. I don't know. I don't like the ultimate rhino. It's not very fun to play. It just runs all over the place. I don't really play a lot of ultimate stuff. I mean, there's a couple of ultimate robots that I really like, but most of them I don't. Darth's got the Inquisitor. So Inquisitor is a really good robot for the lower leagues. Like, if you move up into the higher leagues, you're probably going to struggle playing that robot, but it's a good robot for getting you going. Why am I not using... So one thing I've noticed is, even if I make a video about Metabots, it'll get like 25% the regular views. Like, most of my viewers don't seem to like when I play the meta stuff. So I just noticed my viewers don't like meta as much. I play Everything is breaking today. Oh boy. Alright. I think we got it working again. I'm way louder now, aren't I? Oh boy. Hold on a second. Am I really loud? No, it should be about the same. I don't know. Issues. Issues. Streaming issues. Live streaming is a pain in the buttocks. Alright. So this guy had 19 million damage and 19 kills. His Vector was like one-shotting everything. His max damage is 525 million, which is not possible. That probably tells you something right there. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Man, 525 million damage. And he pretty much one-shot killed every one of my robots for the most part, so that felt very suspicious. I'm gonna say report player because that felt very suspicious. There's no way to have 500 million max damage. That's just not possible. I mean, nobody can get 500 million max damage without doing something you're not supposed to. Alright, let's try this again. To me, it felt like somebody in the game was cheating, and then that guy had almost 20 kills and 20 million damage, plus 5 million, I don't believe it. Alright. What am I doing now? Okay, all these darn problems. So unidentified, you don't think he was cheating? I don't know. What's up, Harsh? How you doing today? You know what? What's up? Kron, how you doing today? Hank dude, what's up, buddy? I hope you guys are all doing awesome. Let's try this setup again. This is usually... Get out of my way! Ooh. You know that hurt. That's the only problem with playing sniper weapons is it can be very hard to hit people. You gotta have a lot of patience. If you're not a patient person, you're not going to enjoy sniping. Me, I'm not really a patient person. Alright, this guy's coming over here to try and kick my butt. And he did. Alright, here comes the Revenant. Goodbye, sir. Kron says the tournament always brings out the hackers. Alright, so I was using the wireless microphone kit and the battery died on it, so it just died. The battery just died. I probably used it for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. So I have no idea how long the battery is supposed to last on that, but why is that guy dashing like that? That's really strange. Did you see that guy's movement? Look at that. What's he doing there? Why is that happening? Yeah, I gotta put that wireless microphone kit back on the charger. But I bet I got a good, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours out of it before the battery died. Maybe longer than that, because so far I think I've used it on 2 live streams. This was the 3rd. And I also used it for a few other things over the last couple of days. So it got pretty pretty good battery life, I think. Ooh. Now I'm using the same microphone that I had the wireless thing hooked to. Something's up with this dude. Why is he like dashing all over the place? Nobody else is. That's weird. That's really weird. At least if you ask me. I think it's super duper strange. Alright, make so he can't target anybody but me. Oh! We got him. I'll take it. I will take it. When what giveaway winners? I just released the last batch of winners yesterday. It depends on which giveaway you're talking about. I released the was it Tank winners? I don't know, whatever that, or the, I don't know. I'm having a brain fart with the names on these things here. The brand new giveaway is sometime after they're all picked and sent out. But the last giveaway just got announced. There's the Tank and the Vanuth, and what's the other one called? I can't remember for some reason. I have no idea because I am dumb. What the crap was that? How did that guy destroy my Titan instantly? You're telling me that little robot just blew up my Titan in a quarter of a second? What is going on here? Alright, there was some weird stuff on this game as well. Mino, what's up, my man? He says, howdy do, folks. Oh, man. Unidentified, what about a piece of meat? I'm confused. Alright, what was going on with this guy? Was he lagging or what? That was a weird deal. He's got a nice hanger. He had some really weird stuff going on there. Where's he from? He's from PSC. I don't know what that is. That was really strange. When will I reveal the Vanuth winners? Alright, so after all the winners are picked and I get them all sent out, sometime after that. There's no like specific date or anything, but sometime pretty soon. Like there's going to be new giveaways for this upcoming update, so I would say if all goes well, probably in about a week-ish. That's my I usually like to give the giveaway a few days before I start picking winners and sending them out so people get a chance to find it and enter. Alright, alright, so we're trying our best over here. We're trying to do it to it. Hart says, hey man, you got fans from India? So my audience, the majority of the, alright, the biggest, how do I say this? The largest percentage of my audience is from the United States. The second largest portion of my audience is from India, actually. I don't know why that was so hard to say. That should have been really easy to say, but I couldn't figure out how to say it. I'm telling you, sometimes my brain is broken. That's not the guy I wanted to shoot. Don't change targeting system. Man, this Vector is not taking damage over here. This dude is hard to take out. Alright, I need some help over here, teammates. Where is happening? I can't figure out what's going on over here. Somebody got that one. I can't damage these guys. Oh my goodness gracious. I would say this is generally one of the most dangerous robots in the game, so it's probably going to get a big nerf, unfortunately. This is probably like the last day I'm going to get to play this robot. Hopefully they don't nerf it too bad because I like this thing. It's way too strong as it is. So it does need a nerf, but hopefully they don't nerf it too hard. Where did I say? I sent that little dude flying. He was going to come over here and try and get our beacon. I'm gonna go get their home in a second. At least that's my goal here. Oh crap, it's an ultimate Nodens! Run away! Alright, I'm in a bad spot. This robot's not strong enough to be back here with all these... Oh, wait a second. We got a sword. We can get that. I gotta stay away from those titans, though, or they'll smush me. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, that's the Nodens. This is probably a really bad idea, but... Oh my god, someone smashed that thing. I don't know how he got smashed like that, but someone wiped him out. Someone wiped him out big time. All right. Get out of here, Loki. Come on, die, sir. Alright, we got rid of that guy. I'm gonna make so he can't target anybody but myself. You know, the Bedwetter is actually a pretty cool Titan. It's a little squishy, but it's pretty good at the same time. Fans from the Milky Way. Are you guys space aliens? Oh yeah, I don't think you can kill the Revenant in a one-on-one battle. I don't care what robot you have, there's no way to stop that Revenant, the ultimate Revenant, in a one-on-one. Alright, Harsh is from India. How are things in India, man? I heard there was some issues over there lately. Is everything going okay over there? The world's a crazy place right now, man. Everywhere is crazy and messed up. It's awful. I wish people would learn to get along and just treat each other well. Alright, good job to both teams. I mean, some people tell you stuff that's incorrect. I don't remember exactly what I heard about India right now, but... you said India's doing fine, but you're not? Oh man, I hope all is okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Life can be rough sometimes. That's for sure. Alright, you know what? Said I opened today's Titan datapad and I got a Princeps. I wouldn't upgrade it yet, but we still need to find out if it's going to take a big hit on the update or not. Kron, are you sure you want to live in the Matrix? I don't think that would be a good place to be. Oh, you got an exam tomorrow. Well, good luck on your exam. I hope it goes well. Schoolwork and stuff like that are never much fun. Never much fun, that's for sure. Oh, he's getting hit hard. Yeah, we got a kill. Ouch. Rex is pretty squishy when you're not in the ability, I would say. I like this robot, but it really needs that ability to keep alive. Like, if you get EMP'd or something like that, it doesn't go well. Alright, he just went into stealth twice in a row. What is that? Get out of here, turd bird. Help! I'm dead. Do I miss the hangar with like Fujin Raging? No, I mean, a lot of those spider bots I never liked. I liked the Invader. Raging was cool back in the day. Invader was cool. I never really liked the Fujin, and I never really liked like Riker. One thing you gotta remember though is not every robot's for everybody. Like there may be some really awesome robots, but that doesn't mean everybody's gonna enjoy them. But I did like the Raging back in the day. I really liked the Invader back in the day. Alright, so it's 2-14. It looks like another one of these games that the matchmaking isn't really working out. Now that should have killed him. Alright, which one? I hope that's the guy I'm trying to hit. I don't think it is. We're going to hit him anyway. No damage! That guy's back in the air already? That didn't work out in my favor. That actually just messed me up really bad. Dear teammates. Goodbye, sir. Sometimes if you teleport to the wrong person, it's horrible. I was expecting to teleport somewhere else. Again, we're hitting that guy and he's not being damaged. Look at that, nothing. That's 2 hits in a row, no damage whatsoever. I don't get it. Good. No, he's got a blinky thingy. Goodbye. No! He got me before I could teleport. Midnight. Do I like playing the Shogoth or whatever it's called? Yes, I do like that for some weird reason. That's the first sniper type of robot I've liked in a long time, but I really enjoy that crazy thing. I guess I just like the fact that it's really weird. It's just different and strange, and I like that for some reason. Get out of here, sword unit. By God, they're all ganging up on me. This is not nice. Dear teammates, where y'all at? I need help over here. Look at this crap. Man, they're all picking on me. Why? There's like 15 people all trying to kill me. I'm not the only person left, turds. What a bunch of jerks. What do I got here? Yeah, let me bring in this vector. Giant jerk sandwiches. No! You red guys are mean! I guess that's it. There's one guy left on my team. Where's he at? There he is. It's a Loki. All right. Oh, man. Loki's not going to win a team deathmatch, sir. We did our best. We tried, you know? We tried. Dark, so they got 2 kills with the Inquisitor. Nice, nice. Midnight, how's your day going, my man? I hope you're awesome today. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Mr. Gallopy, hello, hello. Yep, Loki's trying to get beacons on a beacon match. Look at that, 14 million damage. I only got 4 kills. This guy's got 19 kills and 20 million damage. That's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy with 525 million max damage. What's interesting is his stats don't look like somebody who's cheating, but I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. But that's two games in a row I've seen him where he's had roughly 20 kills and 20 million damage. That's pretty hard to get, honestly. Like, in order to get 20 kills, you've got to be at the exact perfect place at the exact perfect time, which is extremely hard to do. Either that or you got to be doing enough damage to blow things up instantly. I mean, I've got games over 20 kills before, but they're very few and very far between. I mean, I could drop in the best of the best and stop playing like a wild man and actually try to play tactically and as good as possible. And I'm telling you, man, even in free-for-all, it's hard to get 20 kills. Free-for-all is the easiest game mode to get high kills. It is not easy to get 20 kills in free-for-all. Hatchy man, what's up, man? How you doing today? Awesome to see you again. Trigger, what's up, bud? Yeah, there's really only one way to get 500 million damage. And it's not a legit way to do it. What's up, Eyes? How are you today? Eyes says, only reason people like Shogoth is because it's easy to get kills. I don't know, I mean... It dies really easy. I mean, it's a sniper robot that dies super easy, so... If you put other weapons on it besides these ones right here, it's a completely different robot. Playing it with up-close weapons is super fun. Who wanted to see these? Was that Grandpa or unidentified? Somebody wanted to see these weapons on the Behemoth. I actually don't like these on here for some reason. I don't know why, but there's only a couple of robots so far that I actually like these weapons on. Most of them I don't. Would you stop trying to shoot me? I thought I was going to like these on everything. I actually did put these on the Loki. That was kind of fun. Altor, what's up, man? Altor, I think I said your name wrong there. I'm bad at speaking. I think it's more of the weapons. When it comes to Shogoth, I think it's more of the weapons than the robot, because these particular weapons are brutal. If you can hang out somewhere like this where nobody can hit you, yet you can hit them, you're probably going to do really well no matter what robot you're playing, I would think. But these weapons are brutal. But so far, this is the first good game I've had with this where someone didn't just come rush to the back and kill me instantly, so. That's the one issue with squishy robots. Walk, you piece of junk! Look how slow this thing is. This thing is like a slow poke. That guy ain't taking much damage. Super slow. That thing is a crazy tank right there. I'm concentrating on this one because I don't want to die yet. I'm trying to keep this thing alive. I'm actually trying to... Hold on. I might be quiet for a few minutes here. Oh, he missed! He tried to teleport and failed. Ah, all right. That was fun though. All right, we finally died. I don't know if the weapons have a height range, but I think it depends on... I mean, they do, but like if somebody's up in the air, it kind of aims higher, if that makes sense. I would imagine it can hit the top of the map if you're shooting at somebody who's up high enough. I would think. I could be wrong. What I think is weird is how when other people play these particular weapons, they annihilate all my robots, including my titans, instantly, yet I gotta shoot the heck out of people with these to do just a small amount of damage. I'm trying to figure out why that is. I mean, maybe some people just have their robots, their titans set up for pure damage instead of durability, but look how much I gotta shoot this guy. It's like I'm barely doing anything. Then when I got shot with these, man, my robots just go down quick. I even have a hard time killing regular robots with these weapons, which is why I really don't understand it. Like, even my titans get ripped to pieces by these things, so... It might be the build, I don't know. Will neutering your cat stop it from peeing on everything? Maybe. I guess it really depends on why it's peeing on everything. I'm not a cat expert, but it can help with that. Yes, I do know it may help with that, but there's no guarantees. I would Google search that to get a little bit of a better answer, because I'm pretty sure it can help cats that pee on stuff and spray on stuff, but I can't guarantee it. That's just my understanding. You know what? I gotta pee. Speaking of that, I will be right back because my bladder's yelling at me and I gotta pee. Give me like 3 minutes and I shall return. But it definitely could possibly help. Okay, I'm back. I have returned. Let's get this thing back up and running again. Alright guys and girls, we're gonna go play a couple more games. So I came in first place, that's not bad. I had no beacons and 6 kills and 6 million damage. Harsh, is anybody here free to play? I'm sure there's some free to play people here. Can you hit 2 enemies at the same time, high and low? You could, yes. I don't know how hard that would be, but I guess there would be some... There are some possibilities there. I mean, I guess it does only spread out so far. So, I mean, if one guy was like way higher and one guy was way lower, I'm not sure how that would work out. So I guess as long as they're in range of the weapon spread. Why are you shooting me in the back? I thought you were an enemy. That makes me mad when teammates do that crap. I'm over here trying to do something and this guy is shooting me in the butt. Making me think I'm being attacked from behind. How rude! Is that one of you guys? Alright, that was a good run. I mean, we died, but we got a bunch of kills first. Mr. Gellaby, what do you mean by that? I mean, if you hit full stacks, it's going to continue to heal you, yes. It's going to be working at its maximum capacity once it hits full stacks. Now, if you get that like extra burst of repairable durability, though, that only happens once. But the actual the normal repair keeps going and gets better as you stack it up. Does that make sense? PWR, what's up, my man? Hopefully your drive was good. It's not fun driving long distances, at least not to me. I've made a couple of 3,000-mile trips in my life, and I did not like it. Pretty much twice I've driven all the way across the country, and then like 3 or 4 times I've driven halfway across the country, and man, it's unpleasant. I don't like driving. I get really bored. Some people don't mind, but I hate sitting in a car. It's awful. Now that I got muscle and nerve problems, I can't sit in a car anymore without... It's like a torture device. Car seats are awful if you got health issues. Oh my god. Car seats are so bad. But even before that, I hated driving. Now, when I drove a delivery truck for a living, it wasn't too bad because I had to stop all the time, you know? It wasn't just like 12 hours of straight driving. It was like drive for 10, 15 minutes, stop, drive for 10, 15 minutes, stop. When I was doing the produce job. Now, when I was driving for FedEx, it was drive for 30 seconds, stop, drive for 30 seconds, stop, drive for 2 minutes, stop. It was crazy driving for FedEx. I used to drive a FedEx truck. Do I plan on making a video on OG hangers? What do you consider OG? I mean, if we're talking like super OG, then no. If you're talking about Griffin, like the regular Griffin and the regular Leo and stuff like that, that will get completely obliterated in seconds. That might be kind of a fun video, but it wouldn't work out. It depends on what you mean by OG. Kings Island. I think that's somewhat close to where I live, maybe. Sort of. Maybe not close, but I think it's like a few hours away from where I'm at, maybe. I'd have to look it up. I don't know if that's in is that in Ohio? Or is that somewhere else? I think that's in Ohio, right? Maybe there's more than one. Do I like the Vincere weapons on the Bedwetter? It's okay. I mean, they're good. For some reason, I can't get them to do as much damage as some people make them do, but they're overall good weapons. I think they work well on just about any Titan. I will say this, though. If you put them on the Princeps, though, they do, like, even crazier damage. I don't know why. But these particular weapons on Princeps are brutal. Oh, it's a Sam Jock. Come on out of that ability, sir. Goodbye! I think somebody locked him down, whoever that was. Thank you. Ah, it's got a shield. It's like my little brother right there. Dear little brother, stop that. Hey! That robot sure is jumping a lot. There is 2 of them, so it may not be the same guy. Ouch. I will say this though, I think Bedwetter is a cool Titan. I'm a fan of Bedwetter, actually. Let's try this thing. So far, I haven't really enjoyed playing this very much. I do like these weapons, however. These weapons are good. But I don't really like the robot. It's in Mason, Ohio. I don't know where that is. I'm not sure where Mason is. I thought it was in Ohio, though. So yeah, it's probably just a couple of hours from where I live. Alright, were the Maha and Maha Vajras nerfed? Yes, at some point. How long ago that was, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, they have nerfed those a few times now. I think they've had 3 or 4 nerfs in total, if I remember correctly. More than likely, we're not going to get any more on there. At least I wouldn't think so. Alright, so Parzival Blaze says the torch is better. Yeah, I mean, they're okay. Ah, you live in Michigan. Gotcha. Yeah, my dad's got a bunch of friends that live in Michigan. I've never been there, but I know my dad's friend loves it. Kron, yeah, Hawkeye drone on the Hawk gives you an awesome shield breaker. Like, as soon as you go up in the air, you've got shield breaker. Kron sharing the secrets. Anything with a reflector shield gets shield breaker with the Hawkeye drone. So it's a really good deal on a lot of robots. Indiana. I've been to Indiana once. I went to Muncie. Back when I was flying RC helicopters, they've always got a big... They have a big RC helicopter competition up there every year in Muncie, Indiana. So I went up there one year. I didn't enjoy driving all the way out there, though. It was probably like a 6-hour drive or something. I'm guessing 4 hour, 6 hour. I'm not really sure. It felt like it took forever. I do know that. I didn't like it. Alright, you like using Elox and Murks on Vector? I don't know if I've played those on Vector or not, but they're very good weapons still. I got a bad feeling, though, they're probably on the nerf list. Oh my gosh. I bet they're gonna nerf those things. What is this Ochi-Kochi doing over here? Nah, you're not gonna kill me, sir. I'm going to kill you. At least that's the plan. Somebody! Don't steal my kill! That's mine! He's gonna steal it. Someone's gonna steal it! Ah! Professor stole my kill. Yeah, what time is it in the USA depends on where you're at, but it's probably anywhere between 8 o'clock and It's somewhere between 8 a.m. and like 1 p.m. ish, depending on where you live. For me, it's 11 something. That's not the robot I wanted to drop in. That was a mistake. That was not what I was intending to do. But that's what we're stuck with. Oh! Sometimes you drop the wrong robot, and hey, at that point, there's nothing you can do about it. Except for complain. Lots of complaining. Alright, the toilet water is spraying all over my robot right now. I gotta leave out of here. I gotta leave the toilet water. Get your toilet water away from my robot. How many abilities does that thing have? I can't just hit that guy? I gotta tell you what, I don't like fighting these, whatever you call these titans here. I really dislike fighting these guys with that dumb shield that's up all the time. Alright, that dude's ability never stops. How many charges does he have? 94? Oh my gosh! Look at that! That's like 4 in a row right there. What's going on with that? That was like 400 in a row. Do I live by Cleveland? Pretty close, yeah. Oh wait, you got a Traxxas Rustler 4x4 VLX and it goes 65 miles per hour. Not bad. Is the Rustler the big one? Like the bigger version? My neighbor's got a bunch of Traxxas trucks and they love it. They love them, I should say. I had 0 kills. Somebody stole all my kills. 26, what's a man who was hacking? Was this the guy, wait, was this the guy activating the ability a million times? Or was it somebody else? Because hold on a second. Unfortunately, 400 bucks on RC probably isn't even enough to get you a vehicle and get you going these days. Just the controllers are like 400 bucks nowadays for a nice controller. You know what? I was looking about maybe getting another RC airplane. I sold all my stuff. It would cost me almost $1,000 to buy a nice RC. Was it 500 or 1,000? It was either, I don't remember, it was either 500 or 1,000 to get back into the hobby, and I'm like, never mind. But a good controller is like between 300 and 500 bucks. By the time you buy the airplane or helicopter and all the electronics, it can be a really freaking expensive hobby. I got a couple little toy RC airplanes and stuff I can fly around, and it's fun, but I would love to, I really want a E-Flight. E-Flight's kind of a crappy brand, but I want the E-Flight Timber. The E-flite timber, it's an airplane that will pretty much take off and land with, it doesn't need any speed. It's just like, it can do tricks and stuff, but it also glides. It's a really cool plane. The E-flite stuff is kind of like your beginner airplanes. They're really nice, but they're not nice at the same time. They're great to start off with, but they're not like the highest quality by any means, but their timber is sweet. It's actually really, I mean, I shouldn't say that. Some of their stuff is really nice quality and some of it's really hit and miss. But if you get the right E-flite airplane, it's pretty good. The first RC helicopter I got was known for being the biggest piece of crap in the world. It was called the Blade SR. I beat the crap out of that thing, man. I would wreck that 3, 4, 5, 6 times before I had to take it back home and fix it. It was a tough little bugger. It didn't fly good, and it was kind of crappy, but it was really durable for an RC helicopter. Like, you could fly it upside down and do like basic tricks with it and stuff, but so many people would hate on that thing just because it didn't fly that well, but I was like, I loved it. I loved it. I got a lot of fun out of that thing before when I was learning how to fly those things. I'm glad that was my first helicopter because you crash a lot as a new pilot. It was really cheap to fix. But if you look on my CSR2 racing channel, I got another YouTube channel. There's a bunch of videos of me flying RC helicopters and stuff from many years ago. Before I started doing gaming stuff, my first YouTube channel, I would just post random stuff on it for fun. So there's a lot of RC helicopter flight videos. But I used to fly at pretty much competition level with those things. They can do all kinds of crazy tricks and fly upside down. They're super fun. We used to make fun of the guys that flew airplanes and tell them that they only flew planes because they weren't good enough to fly helicopters. Because the helicopters were like 20 times harder than, well, I'd say about 1,000 times harder than flying an airplane. The airplanes are cool. But the helicopters, man, airplanes want to fly and helicopters want to crash. There's a big difference. Like, trying to fly an RC helicopter was kind of like taking a ping pong ball and trying to balance it on the center of the paddle, you know? Alright, I don't know what a Spartan SR is. I've never heard of that. Harris said, I got one RC helicopter and I crashed it on the second day. I'm going to tell you what, man. If you're flying a professional level RC helicopter, these days they've got all these electronics on them to help them fly and stay stable so you don't crash. But back when I got into it, that wasn't a thing. It's so much easier now to do that than it was back in the day, but I used to own a computer program called Phoenix RC Flight Simulator, and you could take your actual RC controller, plug it into your computer, and fly the airplanes and helicopters on your PC. And that was the best thing you could do because you could learn how to fly those things. And you could crash as much as you wanted on that simulator. And I would say the simulator was about 80% accurate to real life. So if you could do something 100 times on the simulator without crashing, there's a pretty good chance you could do that in real life. But the simulator, if you're learning to fly RC airplanes or helicopters, get yourself a good flight simulator, because if you don't, you're probably going to end up crashing over and over and over and over. It'll save you a lot of money to practice on the simulator first. A Tractus Spartan. Oh, it's a boat. You know what? I've always wanted an RC submarine. I've never really driven an RC boat. What blows? 26? Oh, wait. PWR said they had a faulty ESC in a boat and lost 50%. That's one thing, man. I don't think I've ever had an ESC go bad. I've had servos fail in the air when flying. I've never had an ESC mess up on me. I've had a lot of cheap servo failures. One thing I learned though is when I got into RC, when I first started, I was buying the cheap and expensive stuff, and sometimes it would break in flight. Sometimes you would have electronics fail in flight. So eventually I learned if you're really gonna go into it, just buy the good stuff. Like if you're gonna buy servos, just go out and buy some MKS brand, because they are not going to fail on you. You go buy the $20 servos, there's a pretty good chance they're going to break in air, especially on a helicopter. On a plane, it's not so bad, but helicopters, man, there's so much like force from the blades and stuff. You need some really high quality equipment so they don't fail on you. I think you can get away with the cheap equipment on your airplanes, but you can't really on a RC helicopter. Now, if you're running a really big airplane, though, if you're running like the 40 or 50% airplanes that are like seriously 40% the size of a real one, you need to make sure you got top-notch stuff on that, because once you crash a plane, it's done. Crash a helicopter, you can replace parts. You crash a plane, it's shattered into little teeny pieces, because most of them are made out of balsa wood. And unless you're really good at gluing stuff back together, look at that, 2 Sam jocks. There we go. Oh, I hit my last stand. I was hoping to teleport before I hit my last stand, but I guess it didn't work out. Oh, that was a bad time to fire my weapons off. I wonder where that shot even went to. That was a complete waste of some ammo right there. Goodbye, sir. What about besides the Shoggoth? Do RC robots exist? Sort of. I mean, I've seen them like little toys, but I've never seen like a full-blown hobby grade RC robot, but they might. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, but I've never really seen that. Midnight, what are you asking, my friend? He says, besides the Shoggoth. I think part of your... Altered Beast wants bendy bullets on a Shoggoth. That sounds fun. I like it. I like that idea. We might actually have to try that. Alright, I'm gonna bring this dumb thing back out. See, like right there, if somebody was on the ground and in the air, I would be able to hit them both if they were both in line with the thing there. It just depends on how low the enemy is and how high the other enemy is, I guess. Oh, oh. Now, there is a show where people battle robots. I mean, they're not really cool robots like this, but I think it's called Battle Bots. I think you can find it on YouTube, but people build these like weird little robots with all these weapons on it to try and destroy each other, and they run around this arena. I thought it was going to be really awesome when I first heard about it, but after I watched it the first time, I'm like, oh, this is nowhere near as cool as I thought it was going to be. It's actually kind of boring. It's actually really boring, unfortunately. I thought I was going to fall in love with that show when it came out. I'm like, oh, this sucks. But, you know, some people like it. It wasn't for me, though. Are we... Stop that! Oh, I've overheated my weapons! Sir, why are they all shooting at me? Probably because I'm over here by their home beacon. That guy was tough. Let me try and get our beacon back. Oh, have I used the Fagton drone on other robots? I think I played it on Pathfinder. It should be really good for the Pathfinder. I haven't really tried it anything other than Shogoth and Pathfinder. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be on the Pathfinder, but it's definitely nice. I was just expecting it to make the Pathfinder crazy, but it was only like a small improvement I've noticed. I would like to have an RC Voltron robot. That would be cool. Power Rangers was kind of a rip-off of Voltron, I thought. Oh, what? So when your ESC went out, PWR, it messed up the whole thing? You didn't just replace the ESC? Like, did other things break or go bad along with it? I've heard of like some Castle Creations ESCs catching fire. That was a long time ago though. I think they fixed that problem, I hope. I think Castle Creations ESCs are, well, at least they used to be. I don't even know if they're still around, but they used to be really popular. All right. What's not fun to watch? Harsh says something's not fun to watch. By the time I see your comments, I don't know what you're referring to, honestly. All right, somebody wants to see the crazy thing. I don't think I have one in my hanger. Alright, I'm going to take this behemoth out. That was fun and all, but it's not exactly ideal. Now this is going to be ridiculous. In a bad way and in a good way at the same time, I would say. This is going to be fun, but it's probably going to be really stupid. Now, if these didn't have a 3-minute reload time, I would think differently about these weapons, but they have a 3-minute reload time, so It might be more like 12 minutes at this point. Am I exaggerating? Barely. Oh, the robot show we were talking about, what, Power Rangers? I've never actually watched it. I may have seen Power Rangers like once or twice, but I've never actually watched it. It seemed really cheesy. Alright, there we go. That's good enough. This is going to be interesting. $1 million RC car. I can imagine. I actually kind of miss flying my RC helicopters. They were fun. It was a very, you know, if you crashed a lot, it was a very expensive hobby. Me, I was pretty good at it. Like, I used to do all kinds of the crazy tricks and fly it upside down, and I would maybe crash twice a year. Some people would crash constantly. I mean, some people, man, they just crashed and crashed. I know a few guys that just, I don't know how they were able to afford, dude, I don't know how they were able to afford the hobby. They crash so often. I'm like, my God, you got to be spending like $1 million a week on this. Like, I crash maybe twice a year. I was very good at flying those things. Like, when I went to the flying club, most of the people there always wanted me to fly their airplanes and helicopters because they wanted my opinion on how it flew. There was a couple times where somebody wanted me to fly their big massive airplane that was like $10,000. I'm like, are you sure you want? I don't want to fly this thing. Like, if it crashes, I can't afford to repair that. But if you get one of those like 40 or 50% airplanes that are like half the size of a real one, I can't even imagine what some of those guys spent on those. Like, they got to be 10, 20 grand into those things. And finally, somebody got me to fly their big airplane. I did not enjoy it. I was so nervous. I did not have fun driving that thing at all. If I weren't nervous, it probably would have been fun, but I was just like, ah, don't crash, don't crash. It flew awesome, but I wasn't comfortable doing it. But that was the last time I ever flew anybody's like crazy expensive monster airplane, because I was scared. I didn't mind flying the smaller ones, like the ones that were a few $100, but flying somebody's like someone's, I don't know, someone's baby. Somebody's like life savings was in the air there. I'd imagine the people who had those things were probably pretty well off financially, but my thing was I wasn't good at landing airplanes. Like, I was always scared to land. Like, the helicopter is really easy to land, but our airplanes are scary to land. But the cool thing is, if you got the airplane set up well, you can take your hands off the sticks for 30 seconds, a minute. So what we would always do, like when I flew somebody's airplane, I was like, I'm good at flying these things, but I hate landing planes. I'm like, as long as you're comfortable with taking the controls back and landing it, I'll fly it. But if you get it into a stable flight, then you can take your hands off the controller and hand it to the guy next to you, and the airplane just glides. Now, you can't do that with an RC helicopter, because the second you took your hands off the sticks, they would dive into the ground. But I was terrified of landing people's airplanes. That's the scary part. I don't know why. Flying, it's easy. Taking this off, easy. Landing, man, that's hard. I was never good at landing the airplanes. Like the RC airplane I had was made out of EPP foam and it didn't have wheels and you would just belly land it. But the thing is, if you land one with wheels wrong, it tears the wheels off and it rips the whole bottom half of the airplane to pieces. That's what made me nervous. So I always bought the ones that you were just belly land and then the wheels couldn't get stuck in the grass and whatnot. Hank, do have a great day, my friend. Oh, man. Ooh, major pain right there. Nerve pain. Yuck. AI White, what's up, buddy? Is the Inquisitor, Titan, or Darth? It's just a regular robot, my friend. If it's a Titan, it goes in the really big slot in the middle of your hangar. I'll show you in a second how you know if it's a Titan. Titans are normally like 3 times the size, plus they sit in a very specific spot. You can only have 1 Titan per hangar. Darth, are you still playing on PlayStation? If so, how's that working out? I haven't heard too much feedback on the PlayStation version of this yet. PWR does not like running the Kuroko and Hippo on the Vector. I like it, but everybody likes different things. So pretty much run whatever works for you, you know? I mean, not everything is for everybody. Like if I show you guys a build, it works really well for me. I can't guarantee everybody's gonna like that choice of weapons for that robot, but I think most people will. But there's always gonna be some people that go, nah, that didn't work out for me. Just like I've tried other people's builds before, sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't. Well, I mean, like I've tried a lot of Adrian's builds here and there, and most of the time there's usually something I like to do a little different than he did. Like it might be the choice of weapons, or I might prefer a different pilot skill or something, but everybody is a little bit different, you know. When us YouTubers show you guys a build, it should get you to a pretty good place on the robot, and then you can always tweak it from there, because not everybody's going to like everything. But you know, when I find something that works for me, then I share it with you guys. Do I like Chasm with Infernos? I don't know if I've ever played Chasm and Infernos together. I was going to try to run off the ledge. Alright. Ah, you want to see the Vector with the cudgels. I like those weapons. Let's give that a shot. We'll give that a go. Yes, Merrick's and Elox are shotguns, so they do the most damage at close range. Alright, Darth, you see the big Titan in the center? This thing. There's a way to zoom in and out, but I don't remember how to do it. It used to work when I would scroll my mouse, but I guess not anymore. But that back center slot, that's your Titan. So you got 3 in the front, 1 on the left back, 1 on the right back, and the guy right in the back center is your Titan. So if it's not in that slot, then it's not a Titan. I actually still like the blast shotguns a lot. So we got time for maybe 1 or 2 more games here. But yeah, these are still some of my favorite weapons from the workshop. I mean, they're not as good as the meta stuff, but they are more than good enough to play, at least for me. Some people think you can't play these type of things, but I play old stuff all the time and I enjoy it. A really good robot with decent weapons or a decent robot with really good weapons normally works great. There we go. Kron says, me too, old robots are fun. Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of the new stuff, but the new stuff, playing it all the time, it's like playing something with the easy button. It's not really fun or challenging to play the new stuff for the most part. I don't know if I've ever played the Chasm family of weapons on this. Let's change them out and try that. I may have played this before, but I'm not 100% sure. I probably have. I'm guessing I've played all the weapons on this thing at some point, but... Alright, Fenrir with Redeemers and Pulsars. You know what? That's always been a good build. The Redeemers hit hard, Pulsars are okay, and they lock people down, so that's not bad. I mean, Vector probably doesn't need the world's greatest weapons to do well because it's just brutal in the first place. Midnight, I don't know if they're ever going to put Titan weapons in the workshop. That would be cool, but I'm not expecting it to happen anytime soon. I mean, maybe someday. I love these blast shotguns. What looks terrifying? What do I think about the new robot? Oof. I'm scared. Alright, we're never going to know fully what it's like until we try it on the live server, but I've got a feeling it's going to be... Oh, it's going to be hard to deal with. It's either going to suck really bad, or it's going to be extremely brutal and just redonkulous. I've got a bad feeling it's going to be extremely brutal and redonkulous. You never know. I mean, the test server is one thing, but the live servers, that's where you learn the truth about things. They can set it up completely different from what we saw on the test server. So when it goes live, it could be exactly the same or it could be completely different. They could have made it a lot weaker or a lot stronger than what you saw on the test server. For example, when Harpy came out, it was the biggest piece of crap I've ever played in my life on the test server. I was like, why would they make such a piece of crap? And then it went live and it was a beast. Then there was another robot. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was horrible. No. It was brutal on the test server, and then when it went live, it was a weak piece of junk. So the test server only tells you so much, right? It's only there for testing and for them to decide what they want to do for the final numbers. So never judge anything by the test server. It's great for getting a good idea of what something does and how it works, but not necessarily how it's going to perform. crap, I'm EMP'd. Where's that? Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Oh man, this is fun. Don't rush me, sir. Crap, I still got the jump unit on this one. Oh man, this was set up for a brawling setup. You can brawl with that thing if you got the right weapons on. It's not ideal, but it does work sometimes. That guy decided to leave. He's like, no, I'm out of here. I think my team might be getting a little bit beat up over here. Maybe. If you notice, nobody's grabbing beacons. So far, the other team is winning by beacon control. They're a pretty good amount ahead of us right now. I took that beacon, right? Yeah, I did. I was going to say, did I leave that or did I take it? How did he go back to complete full health right there? I wonder what caused that. I mean, he went from 0 to full in about a quarter of a second. This is rough. These weapons actually work pretty good on here. I probably shouldn't be running this thing into their home beacon, but hey, that's what I'm doing. Because I'm crazy. Or I shouldn't be running it into like a huge group of enemies, but sometimes you gotta do it to it, you know? Sometimes you gotta do it to it. Oh man. We're getting our ass wiped. Over here. We used to know a guy that would call it that. What do I got? I need something strong here. Do I got anything strong? Alright, let's bring out that hawk really quick. Alright, I got a bad feeling this isn't, yeah. Grandpa, I mean the lockdown drone would be nice, actually. Alright, you want to see Vector with Elox and Myrix. I mean, those are a much better version of those shotguns I just played. Alright, so we lost by a lot. We lost by a whole lot. Could have been better, you know. What's wrong with this headphone? We got our butt kicked. Is Bedwetter worth building? Well, I mean, how many times have you seen me play it today? It's not bad. If you play it well, it's not bad. I mean, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. I mean, if you've already got a better Titan, then it's not worth building. But if you don't have a good Titan and you build the Bedwetter, I think you'll be okay. I mean, you gotta be willing to play like a brawler support type of role. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, it's kind of a brawler, it's kind of a support, it's kind of like an in-between robot. So when the shield's down, you probably want to try and get back to cover and not get shot too much as well. It's not extremely strong when the shield goes down, but it's an overall nice robot. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it like a 6. Am I underrating it here? What do you guys think? What am I looking for? There we go. I would probably give it about a 6. There's so many weapons now, it's crazy. Yeah, Luchador is an awesome Titan. So, I mean, if you got a Luchador, it's probably better than the Bedwetter for most people. There may be a few people out there that don't agree with that, but... Alright, this will probably be the last game, everybody. Is the Workshop Revenant worth building? Not really. It used to be. It used to be worth it. So shortly after the rebalances hit, I'm planning on making a video where I put my top 5 or top 10 workshop robots in a hangar and play them. But I don't think the Revenant makes it into that anymore, unfortunately. Atlas, Princeps, or Bedwetter. I mean, Princeps is getting a nerf. I personally do not like playing the Atlas at all. I can't give you a good opinion on the Atlas because I hate it. I've hated it the day it came out. I don't enjoy playing it whatsoever. I'm bored out of my mind every time I play that Titan. So I don't think I'm the right person to give an opinion on the Atlas. But Princeps is way better. Princeps is way better, but after the nerf, maybe not. We don't know what it's going to be like after they nerf it. Alright, I was busy talking and not paying attention to playing, so I lost a lot of health right there. What is happening? I just hit my healing and it didn't really heal me. I should be going up to like full health here. Something weird's going on. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, which was part of the problem, but generally that thing heals back like crazy. PWR, you like the damage controller better than the new camp, huh? I'd have to read what the damage controller does again, but I mean, those were nice modules. I don't know, they've nerfed a lot of the Titan modules, so I don't know what the stats on that are. They've nerfed so many Titan modules lately. They just nerf everything these days. Everything gets nerfed, so it's hard to keep up with what does what. Which robots are getting nerfed to the ground? I don't know. There's like 497,000 robots and weapons on the rebalance list. I think the Hestus or Hastus or whatever, Hestustus, I don't know how you pronounce that. I think that robot's going to be crap if they do what we think they're going to do to it. There was something else that was about to become trash as well if they went through with the full nerf. I can't remember what that was offhand. But we won't know for sure what the nerfs actually look like until they go live. Whatever you saw on the test server, it could be worse or even more. I mean, they may do a less or more severe nerf than what was on the test server, so we won't know for sure until they announce the final numbers. Harsh says, any suggestions? Good robot for a beacon runner. Okay, so the best beacon runners would probably be Loki, Skyros, Amugi. What else? Vector. Like, this little dude is super fun. And it can be really good for getting beacons. Like, this is a great in-game beacon runner. What about Lynx? Lynx is a fun little robot, but it's more of an assassin than a beacon runner. Oh, they got me. See, Loki can stay in stealth and it can just run around. Now, this thing's really good for beacons. I don't know why I'm dropping these in on a team deathmatch. But you want something that's fast and durable. This here, if you build this right, it's pretty fast and durable, and it's pretty decent for getting beacons. Lynx is good, it's fun, but it's definitely not what I would consider a current beacon runner. Now, I'm not sure how I've got this particular one built. You can build these for speed or you can build these for durability. I might have this one built for speed, which means it's not going to be anywhere near as durable as if I built it for durability. So if you're building one of this for beacons, you want to try and get the right mix between durability pilot skills and speed pilot skills. Teth is fast. Yeah, you know what? Teth is only going to... Well, Teth might be pretty bad pretty soon, unfortunately. Now, a Mugi here, I mean, it can get up in the air, and it can fly across the map and grab to a beacon, and then it can teleport all your teammates through it if your teammates decide to take advantage of it. So a Mugi is great. Rex is probably getting nerfed pretty bad, yes. I'm not sure how bad it's going to be, but there's a good chance it might get hit pretty hard. I don't know what I'm doing on this game. I'm not even playing, am I? I'm running around the place doing nothing, getting blown up on this game. I think I'm concentrating on yapping my face instead of actually playing here. So I'm not really concentrating whatsoever on this game. I'm just flapping my lips, not paying attention to playing all of a sudden. I'm sorry. But this is really good. The Amugi is really good to getting to the first beacon quickly. Now when it comes to Titans, this is probably one of the best for... I pressed the wrong button. This is probably one of the best for getting beacons as far as Titans go. There's no way he's damaging my Titan that much. Did you see that? He just took half of my health. That's abnormal damage right there. You can't damage this thing this fast. There's no way. How is that Ankylosaur hitting that hard? That's suspicious right there. I mean, this is one of the most durable Titans in the game, and he's just like shooting through it like it's a piece of butter. I've only seen this thing take that kind of damage once or twice. There's no way they just did that. There's no way. Harsh, out of here. Alright, catch you later, my man. I don't understand how they just did that. That was strange. Either I don't have pilot skills on that or something funny was going on there, because you cannot... Dude, I shoot the crap out of those with my Ankylosaur and it barely does anything to it. Like, barely does anything. I can make 15 flights with an Ankylosaur and it barely damages that Titan. How did that guy just eat through me like nothing? Is Logan leaving? If so, man, it was good seeing you. I'm not sure if he's leaving or not. I think what he said, I wasn't sure. Maybe. I think he said he was leaving. But yeah, I mean, if you decide to upgrade a Bedwetter, the only problem is you may or may not like the playing style of the Bedwetter. It's not a bad Titan. It's fun. It's pretty good. If you play it well and you build it well, it does an overall nice job. So the thing is, it's like any robot or any Titan or robot, you may or may not like it. For example, when the Hawk was the best robot in the game, I did not enjoy playing it one bit. It was not for me, even though it was great. So there are times where you could have the best thing in the world and just not care for it. You know what I mean? Like the Princeps, that's currently one of the best Titans in the game, if not the best Titan, but I don't like it. I don't like playing the Princeps. It's not fun for me, so I don't use it. I would rather use the Luchador. I would rather use the Bedwetter over the Princeps. Anything but the Princeps, right? I would rather use the Minos over the Princeps or the Indra. I would rather use any of these instead. I just don't like that darn thing. Hey, Pack Lover, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Yeah, I'm still playing this crazy thing. I am still playing this crazy game. I hope you've been doing well. Unfortunately, that's all the stream time I've got for the day. So if anybody is just tuning in, I apologize. My bladder is yelling at me again. I gotta pee like crazy. I need to get off here and do some things. Tomorrow is what? Sunday? Tomorrow we'll have I'll be doing another one of those things where I answer people's questions, and we'll have another small giveaway. I think tomorrow's giveaway is going to be, it's a small one, but I think it's going to be some of the brand new weapons that are just coming out to the game. I think that's what I saw that Pixonic gave us, was some of the brand new weapons. I don't know if they're lights, mediums, heavies. I don't know what they are. I just know it looked like one of the new weapons. So I wish they would give us more than 7 items on the small giveaways. Usually it's only 7, but it's something. You know, I get to give people... I don't really like doing the little giveaways. But, you know, somebody's going to get something nice. So I figure, you know what, might as well do it. Because at least give a few people something. I know the giveaways are hard to win. There's always a lot of people entering. But somebody's going to get something nice. That's the only reason I do those little small Sunday giveaways. Because it does help somebody out. For me, they're annoying. They're tedious. They're minuscule little crappy giveaways. But they help somebody. You know, if they're going to help someone, I might as well keep doing them. I wish they would bump it up to like 10 or 20 instead of 7, but it is what it is. Someone will get something nice out of it. But anyways, thank you so much for coming out, guys and gals. You're all amazing. I do appreciate all of you a lot. Thank you so much for being here. You're all amazing. I guess that's it. We'll be back next week for a couple of live streams and a couple of videos. But yeah, we're going to have to, you know, next couple of live streams, we'll probably be testing out the nerfed items to see how they're currently doing. But there's going to be a lot of stuff on the nerf list. A lot of stuff. Pack, if you ever start playing again or ever see me streaming, man, stop by. You know, it's always good to hear from people. Even if it's been like 30 years. Okay, maybe not 30, but still. Good to see you, my man. Saint says smash the like button. Yeah, if you get a chance, hit that like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, maybe do that as well. All that stuff helps me out. But I gotta pee. Have a wonderful day. We will catch you next time. You guys and gals are all amazing. I do appreciate each and every one of you a lot for watching my videos. I mean, seriously, just watching the videos helps this channel out a lot. So thank you guys. You're all amazing. Goodbye. Lightning out, and we will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.